you're a divorced parent or you're going through a divorce or separation, you know not only is it troubling for you, it can be really troubling for the kids, and the holidays will add to that stress. But there are a handful of things you can do to make it easier for both you and for your children. I'd like to welcome Jessica Wall, managing partner with the local family law practice Wall & Wall there in Birmingham. Thank you so much, Jessica, for joining us. Tell us a little bit about some of the stresses that you've seen in your practice around the holidays.
Sure. And first, thank you for having me. Stressful times, holidays bring out the best and the worst because emotions are running very high. We want to create a time that's magical for our children, but when we're recently divorced, or going through a divorce, our own emotions may interfere with our ability to make this time the best for our children.
And you say that being child-centric is key. Tell us a little bit about that.
Sure. So being child-centric means always putting your children's needs ahead of your own. Particularly at the holiday time, it's important to do so. And the way in which we can remain child-centric is to put ourselves in our children's shoes. So we're going to think about what our child would benefit most from at the holiday time. For instance, let's say it's your parenting day on Christmas Eve, but your child has an opportunity to go to the Nutcracker and loves the Nutcracker with the other parent. What's best for the child? To go see the Nutcracker. So being child-centric means, again, we do what we think is best for our children. You can't go wrong.
And that can be difficult because if you're being child-centric and the other parent is not, it can lead to additional hard feelings and you can feel like you're being taken advantage of.
Absolutely. So you can only control yourself. You can't control the other parent. So you have to balance, what you can do, even if you're met with opposition because the other parent is not acting child-centric. Your child will still benefit from that.
And tell us a little bit about some other types of flexibilities, because these are often or can be blended families. So you're also having to sort of manage not just your spouse, your ex-spouse, but maybe new spouses and new relationships as well.
Right. It can be very complicated. So remaining flexible, again, is remaining child-centric, I think. So, trying to understand that maybe you got divorced when your child was 5 and now they're 12. Well, a 12-year-old has different needs than a 5-year-old. A 16-year-old has different needs than a 12-year-old. So try to take their thoughts and feelings into consideration and what might be best for them. The best judgment of divorce is one that's collecting dust in a drawer somewhere. Right. So, if you can do things as a family group, with the blended family, that's way more common now. If you can, kids want nothing more than to be with both their parents at the holiday time. So if you can do something with maybe both extended families, even if it's just a movie where you don't have to talk. Right. You might be doing something really, really wonderful for your child, even if it's difficult for you, but you don't have to talk in a movie, so that could work.
Jessica Wall of Wall & Wall, you guys are in Birmingham and people can find you online. What's your website?
wallandwallpc.com.
All right, thank you so much, Jessica.
Thanks for having me.